Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for December 13th, 2010. This is Patrick Ceresna. As always, we start off with a chart of the S&P 500 using that SPDR's exchange traded fund symbol SPY. We more or less saw that flagging formation develop, and last week and the week before we were talking about that when we get an upside break, we'd be looking for a move initially to come up towards the 125, 126 zone on the upside. We're more or less completing that upside move and looking for a little bit more follow through. Maybe we'll start the week off strong, pushing up and completing a move up in there. Eventually at some stage, we probably will have a 1 or a 2 day market pullback on a downside move, but we don't expect that to have any follow through whatsoever. Probably will just emerge as a short-term buying opportunity if and when one of those down days emerge for what will eventually be a market rally that may attempt to even go as high as the 129 to 130 area on the upside. Now we overall are looking for this market to maintain this upside bias for the remainder of the year. We think that the first really good opportunity for the market to go through a profit-taking cycle will probably be in the earnings season as it comes in the beginning of the new year. And so more or less we anticipate there to be a relatively stable to slightly uptrending market during the holidays, and then we'll see in the first little bit of January where and how the markets will develop from there. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is symbol JLO. We had a very, very robust reversal in the regional banks that have now seen follow through above the attempted breakout from the mid to early November. And at this stage, that follow through is a pretty good sign. It just means, but on the short term, we are overbought on this regional banks index. So more or less, as we approach that overhead resistance in the 2450 to 25 area, we probably will see some stalling price action up there, but more than likely it'll end up just emerging out to be a flag or some sort of a triangle consolidation point, and then any technical breakouts above 25 would really open the window for regional banks to have some upside follow through. This is one of the sectors that will need to rebound well in order for us to see that spider head up to 130. Really at this stage, technology can't play that role by itself in terms of leadership, so we'll be watching whether or not the regional banks can give the whole market a boost. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Syndex, which is symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. We came up for a retest of the previous highs into what's now the 131 to 133 focal point on the upside. Really, at this stage, this little sideways flagging that we're seeing over the last 3-4 trading sessions could very bullishly break out on any good solid price action above 133. That would be what would certainly spur on a move to test that 136 to 138 level. Now, as the whole market remains bullish, the Syndex probably will maintain this uptrend, but we are expecting there to be a loss of momentum in any rally attempts here as this index is stretched pretty thin and coming up to some important overhead resistance levels. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is symbol RUF, and as well, there was a very nice, strong recovery there, pushing the home builders right back into that 9.25, 950 support resistance zone. That was the support resistance zone that when it broke back in early November, gave us some suspicion that there could be upside follow through all the way to $10. That very strongly reversed based on some of the earnings announcements that came out of some of the home builders stocks, but really at this stage, this recovery back to here resets everything. So as we see this consolidation that occurred this week occur in the zone, any technical breakouts above there could see us testing that 10 to 10.25 area on the upside. But so long as we stay below 950 treat the home builders as range bound, which means that it could reject at this overhead resistance. So we're waiting for some sort of a technical cue. If the whole market remains bullish and going higher, then that would only support the idea that the home builders could break out here up toward the $10 area. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISC Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM. We had a bullish breakout that followed through all the way up towards a 117 to 119 focal point. Now, this little profit-taking cycle that came in here is finding support. What were previously highs on this. This is going to be a very interesting moment for the Nat Gas Index, because if we find supports around this 114, 115 and roll up with the whole market, there are some upside measured moves that even target all the way up into 125 to 130 on the upside. So there could be another leg higher in this Nat Gas Index, and there's room for even a $6 move or so on the upside. So we'll be watching whether or not this little tiny flag of the last 3-4 candles rolls up and breaks above that 117, 119 focal point up above, where it could really follow through up. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISC Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is a symbol UKX, and more or less we have also seen a flagging formation develop in here, and just as the S&P is approaching those and breaking to new highs, so the FTSE is going to attempt to do so as well. If we do have a technical breakout, there are measured moves that go all the way up to 630, 640 on the upside of the Mini FTSE, but that would not be our first target. We'd expect any technical breakouts above this 590 level to probably follow through to 600 to 620 on the upside. Probably take a profit-taking cycle, maybe in the end, near the end of the first quarter of next year would be a pretty good time horizon to be looking for 630, 640 on the upside. That was your ISC Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.